I didn't think we brought enough force or physicality to the game in the first half. I thought we played good basketball, but there was a bunch of plays where they just were way more physical than we were. They were hitting first. We were getting out of the way at times, and that's not what we do. And all credit to the guys. They recognize that and set the tone. 8-0 run coming out. We go from 4 down to 4 up. I think they called the timeout at that point. So, but that kind of set the tone for the entire second half.
And in general, just the assists and sharing the ball, did you see that consistently throughout the game? Did you like that?
Yeah, except for one little period in the second quarter, we did a great job of really making the right play. They threw a lot of different defensive looks at us, so it was kind of tough to sift through at times. But yeah, 32 assists, and we had 14 turnovers, but that's good for us. So another good job of taking care of the ball.
Third quarters were such a big part of kind of you getting off to such a good start this season. It seems like the last couple of games you've really gotten back to really hammering teams in that part of the game. Is there anything that's different, or what's been kind of the key this season overall, to being so strong in the third?
I think the guys have a great awareness of what that has worked and hasn't worked in the first half, or what we have to do better. Elston and those guys do a great job of picking up all the right clips, get right to the heart of the matter when it comes to defense. And our guys are focused and coming out. And I think, it's been, again, part of our identity. And we really kind of lean into that defense. And we don't have to feel ourselves into the game at that point in time. We know exactly what's going on, and guys come out and execute.
You've talked a lot about, and this year you guys, when teams go small against you, you don't shy away from it and kind of match up with them. You stay big. Was this kind of another example of using that identity to your advantage even when they tried to go small against you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of really good bigs, and the way Nas is guarding out on the perimeter right now, it gives us such a weapon. With his size as well. Rudy was just really good. He got every big rebound when we needed it, particularly against the small lineups. Cat was good punishing inside when we were able to get him the ball. So listen, that's how we're built. Part of our identity, and that's what we have to lean into, and it's been great to us. It really has been. So. Yeah, it was good, man. I thought he was great. I thought there was some shots he could have taken in the flow. He's just trying to find himself, but super solid. Made all the right plays, exactly how we expected him to play, and we know we'll get better and better.
Towns today, 8-12. You talked a little bit about him playing through physicality, but when guards guard him, he's doing a good job of being able to drive and get into the paint. And how do you think his game has improved from that aspect by having guards guarding him?
Yeah, he's always been able, to take his matchup at the 5 and oftentimes at the 4 off the bounce. It's been one of the things he does best. I think like a year or so ago, he led the league in drives from his position. And now he's playing such a cleaner game. Strong and simple to his finishing. He faces a lot of contact on that initial dribble, and he covers a lot of ground with his long strides. But I'm just really proud of how he's just kind of cleaning up his game all around, and it's paying dividends. And then he got to his spot, and he was able to kind of get on balance and finish strong too.
How big and powerful is the actual impact of the block shots? And there's 7 of them, and it just felt like the Clippers were hesitating even just to go in the paint. I mean, do you feel that teams are rethinking what they're doing?
I mean, Rudy's just such a presence down there, but guys, everyone got a piece. I mean, Jaden kept battling with his length. That's what we want to be. We want to be big at the rim. We want to try to force our size onto people. If they hesitate, then that's great. And it's we know they're going to keep coming, so we got to keep standing them up.
I mean, I just wanted to ask you about Jaden. I feel like he has a lot more to his game offensively, but how do you feel like he's been able to, be able to compose that and then, build it amongst the team instead of, showing all the full bag of stuff that he has? Because I feel like he does have a lot of bag to show, but I know he's been doing a good job being a team guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is a question that we get a lot, so it's a great one. He does have a lot in his game, And but his number one job here is to be our point of attack defender, take the matchup every single night. Could be Lillard one night, it could be Kawhi the next night, Giannis somewhere in between. Like that's his importance. And then the offensive stuff, he just has to find it in the flow. And I thought he did a really good job tonight early. As the ball was moving and he took his opportunities, he made some tough finishes in the paint. He has that shot; it's like kind of his thing. And he just has to stay patient. And when he does that, like, he'll always make big plays for us offensively. And there will be a time in his career, I'm sure, where the ball will get to his hands and his usage will go up. But the way that we're built right now, it's we need him to kind of find his stuff in the flow and just be that kind of X factor.
How do you like Ant Bacon and threes recently?
I like them when they go in. Yeah.